You're back with another one. This time we got Watch Mojo's top 10 most censored One Piece moments. So yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let's just get right into it. I ain't nothing to really say about
If you
it.
don't turn now, we'll hit it!
That 4 Kids dub was travesty.
Everyone, it's
So
Ashley here with Watch Mojo and the...
Now get up, you lousy human! How about
he
a
really
nice
did
room
point her to
in
death.
a dungeon?
The heat makes me
May
sweat a
say.
lot.
So what?
That's right, we're going to be looking
Bro,
at the
not
times
pointing
where
at
the
her.
shonen juggernaut was bastardized by censorship over in the West. We're going to be looking at all the
I'm surprised how
things
far
4Kids
they got
has
before
ever
it just-
done
they
to this
stopped.
beautiful show. What I want you to do is go down to those comments and let me know which time 4Kids pushed you over the edge. And as always,
That's where they're using Totland footage. Like that's not going to be in this video.
Before we you fandom, hard to find posts about like vinyl 100 people gift card.
There we go.
The driving
Dang.
force for Zoro to claim the title of the world's greatest swordsman, the death of his childhood friend, was a pivotal moment for him, his very foundation. And what do? Somehow made it more uncomfortable.
Karina, she's at the hospital. She was fighting some guy and defeated him. But then he came back with friends and hurt her because he was embarrassed to be beat by a girl.
Instead of dying via the unfortunate accident, Kuina is instead rendered immobile in a coma because she got jumped by some boys she defeated one time, injuring her so badly she's kicked out of the series.
But now,
Is-
because of her injury, she'll never be able to fight again.
If that was canon, those punks would have
That
been
would be-
sliced up
yeah.
by Zoro way before the day was done.
Isn't her death canon as her falling down a flight of stairs? Because I thought that was so comical. Like, bro, she fell down a flight of stairs. Like, I thought she was killed, and like Zoro had to go on a quest to find. No, like, she just fell down a flight of stairs. And he's like, "Here's Zoro. Here's her sword. Like, I know you liked her. Like, you guys are friends. You know. Here's her sword. This is hers. You gotta like." And he's like, "I'm gonna live her dream." No, she fell down a flight of stairs. Not she was pushed or anything. Like, I thought, or like when I first saw the girl from Logtown, who is the vice captain for Smoker, Tashigi. When I first saw Tashigi, I was like, oh, like my head was going with some theories. I was like, oh, Kushina, I'm thinking of Naruto's mom, whatever her name is. She just escaped and she decided to join the military because her father was actually a tyrant who blah 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 blah. Like, no, just she's dead. She fell down a flight of stairs. It's confirmed as canon. She's just dead. It's unfortunate. She got them things on her though. Like, I don't know why she got them things on her now.
Number 9, Blood and Sweat. Turns out in a world of bloodthirsty pirates, where people lose their limbs every day, there's a serious lack of bleeding going on. 4Kids did their darndest to make Luffy's adventures as bloodless as possible,
Which is
to
stupid.
the point where limbs don't ooze out anything after they've been chopped off.
So what? A small price to pay.
I forgot they
Biggest
gave
offense
Shanks
here is
that
during his
super pirate
climactic battle
accent.
with Crocodile, where instead of using his own blood to beat his face in, Luffy uses his sweat to overcome his sand. Didn't look like he was sweating that much to us.
When I'm underground, the heat makes me sweat a lot.
So what?
They
Number
really
8,
explained
iconic
that
shot.
too.
Wow, 4Kids really did
The heat
Crocodile
makes me
dirty.
sweat a
His
lot.
first encounter stands tall as one of the Straw Hat Captain's soundest defeats, concluding with impalement via a hook as Crocodile leaves him for dead in the desert.
てめえのような口先だけのルーキーなんざいくらでもいるぜ麦わらのルフィ
Naturally, 4Kids decided that they can't have such a gruesome silhouette in their kids' anime, so they changed it to, whatever you call this thing.
I warned you, Straw Hat. You never had a
Oh.
chance. I always win.
Crocodile's arm has somehow become a tentacle, which gives the impression this scene is about to suddenly go in a very R-rated
Okay,
direction.
no, bro. That does not give me that kind of impression at all. That's you being weird. That gives me an impression that these guys really tried to draw Luffy. Like, they did a good job of the sandals and kind of the legs. The arm is weird. The hook is gross right there. His hands, like, what are those? They look like little. It's cool. They did their job. His hand sticking out from that angle is kind of weird. Also, just it don't look natural, which of course it's not. They honestly should have just redrew the whole thing. They should have just redrew all Crocodile, made it look real instead of like keeping this part and then erasing the arm and then redoing the arm in like this angle. That just looks gross.
Scene is about to suddenly go in a.
But R-rated, like, come on,
This
dog.
was too much for the
Don't.
audiences.
Whoa! That's a 5-ton hammer!
Instead of being addressed by her actual Baroque Works title of Miss Christmas, the dub changed her name and whole character around the new moniker of Miss Groundhog's Day.
How much ground can a groundhog hog if a groundhog's ground up good?
Because they were afraid of the blowback they might get from Christmas and Coca-Cola, they even got rid of her Christmas tree necktie. Don't you think that's a bit excessive? The only way this transformation would be acceptable is if they brought in Bill Murray to voice her.
That little punk slipped right out of his shoes!
Number 6, slingshots. Just because Usopp is a god when it comes to using this unconventional weapon as a sniper, that doesn't mean that anyone else can. In the bitter confrontation where Kaya threatens to shoot her former butler
gosh.
Kuro at point-blank range, we see how desperate she has become to protect her friends. Too bad the dub undercut it by swapping out a pistol for a slingshot.
He's
It's
not
like,
the
what?
Klahadore that I knew.
The man is
And then you're
armed
not
with
gonna
sword
do a
on each
slingshot like
finger.
this. What kind of
Is a
you don't get?
slingshot gonna
No.
do any harm? Wait, is that thing even loaded?
They really edited it, bro. Oh my gosh, that looks so gross.
I'll shoot if you stay.
Look at her
Number 5, Belgia's
hand.
death. 4 kids
It
will
was
do
a
whatever
nub.
it takes to avoid showing dead bodies, even if it means creating massive contradictions in the process.
Nojiko! Nami!
This one would have worked if they, didn't take out all the guns.
Instead of being shot by Oolong, Nami's mother figure is instead thrown into a random dungeon and never heard from again.
How about a nice room in a dungeon?
You'd think this would prompt Nami and everyone else to try and save her, especially after Oolong and his fishmen are kicked to the curb.
I did remember being confused about this, but why didn't they just leave it nameless? He could have literally just kept the line as, "Sorry, I'm not taking prisoners," and just left it at that, and then like leave it up for imagination. They didn't have to. They didn't have to do all this extra.
My girls, please, spare them.
Nope, just left down there without another mention. Apparently, she wasn't that big of a deal anyway. Number 4, Buggy's crewmate. Mr. Popo and the controversy he caused was obviously something that dubbing companies were eager to avoid repeating, which led to them making some questionable alterations. Obviously, any characters that portray some form of blackface shouldn't be paraded around due to their insensitivity, but this still feels like a bit of a stretch when they completely changed a black member of Buggy's crew to white. 4Kids really were ready to flip the color palette whenever they even got a whiff of something that might be viewed as even slightly offensive. Number 3, plunger darts. The Marines
This is the
and
character
pirates
design,
in
honestly.
4Kids' version of Oda's world really aren't very well equipped. Case in point, Don Krieg. The man has a suit of armor filled with all kinds of crazed weapons attached, including razor darts that chew up Luffy pretty badly during their fights. At least it did in the original. The dub fixed that little problem by having all the darts be plungers that do absolutely nothing.
It's poison suction! Run!
Poison
Not
suction.
exactly a sound strategy when trying to win a battle. As you can guess, it downplays the intensity of the battle immensely.
You really think your cape can stop me?
Number 2, Wacky Hammer Weapon. If there ever was a perfect way to summarize the ridiculous way in
This
which
is the
4
way.
Kids went above and beyond to censor this anime, it would be this. Instead of Kobe being held up at gunpoint, he's instead threatened with whatever the hell this thing is.
That looks so badly drawn too.
Some kind of spring-loaded hammer that will smash his skull in. We've seen mermaids with chests the size of mountains, even a donut-eating assassin who can see into the
I'm
future.
pretty sure
Yet
that
this
those
is
weren't
still the
drawn
most
yet.
ridiculous thing to ever show up in One Piece.
We run this town and we're gonna run
But
you
yeah,
out!
still
Before
very
we continue,
ridiculous.
be sure to
Nope. There
one
we go.
Sanji's lollipop. Death doesn't
Oh my
exist,
gosh, yeah.
weapons are not a thing, and above all, there's no such thing as smoking on the Grand Line. One of Sanji's signature traits is obviously that of being a chain smoker. If he's not kicking people in the face or getting rejected by the ladies, he's lighting up a cigarette and puffing out smoke like a factory. This was unacceptable as far as 4Kids was concerned, who instead made the bold decision to swap out every frame of Sanji smoking for that of a lollipop.
Sanji's lollipop. I want to find out what he's always slurping on.
It's about as infamous as his dubbed voice. Oh god, that voice.
Please.
That shit was so
you
bad.
think that a chef is afraid of a couple of flames?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip.
It was so bad. It was so bad. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I became a One Piece fan from that. Like that shows the quality of the show. Because the 4Kids dub, I still became a fan through watching the 4Kids dub. And then I found out about the Funimation dub. I was like, I'm in there. And it was just like, yep, that's the GOAT. That's the GOAT right there. That's the strength of the subject material right there. The subject matter. Yeah. Alright, I hope y'all enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.